Hey everyone, my name is Pupsker, and today in Warframe, we're going to talk about how you can run Plaguestar, the Warframe event, to farm up unlimited pre-built Forma. That's why this event is so popular. It has really good arcanes for, I think, some weapons, okay? What are they? The modular weapon Zaws. And they have pre-built Forma that people really love farming here. So, what is this event, right? What is Plaguestar? It is a Plains of Eidolon Cetus event, so you do have to naturally have the intro into Cetus, all of that done, I believe, and you need to run the event Plaguestar from Konzu. There are a couple prerequisites you can do in order to get more, I would say, standing from the event. So what you can do is essentially pre-farm Eidolon Phylaxis if you've ran this event before. This item will be sold from the Nakak shop for the event, okay? It'll be very simple. You talk to Nakak on Cetus, and you buy the Nakak, very, very great name. And you buy the Eidolon Phylaxis blueprint for standing once you get like rank 2 or 1 with the event standing. So I just wanted to show this off, as well as you can get the, I think, Infested Catalyst. There it is. This you can acquire in the Biolab in your clan. You need a clan to get this because that's where you get the blueprint, the Biolab in your clan. What building Infested Catalysts and building the Eidolon Phylaxis will do is you can run the higher level bounty on Cetus, get more standing, get more Forma faster. So once you do that, I just wanted to show that off quickly. Go to Plaguestar. It shows you and tells you how to run the event here. If you go to the event over here and click on Plaguestar, it tells you how to do this. See, Toxic can be augmented in two ways. Eidolon Phylaxis, created blueprint from Nakak, increases toxic lethality. Infested Catalyst, made with Infested Lab and Clan Dojo, causes the boil to spawn a massive hemocyte. You must have Eidolon Phylaxis and Infested Catalyst in your inventory to run advanced Steel Path bounties. Advanced and Steel Path bounties, okay? You no longer can put the Eidolon Phylaxis and Infested Catalyst onto your gear wheel. And this also tells you just how to do the Plaguestar bounty. The Plaguestar bounty, once you start running it, is self-explanatory. Go where the marker tells you to go, run what the marker tells you to run, and then you're straight good to go from there, okay? Just do what the bounty marker says. It is a very buggy event, so there's like a decent enough chance, if there's no bounty marker, it bugged out. If the boss straight up like bugs out and freezes, you might have to restart the mission, and you might just not be able to do the mission here and there because Warframe can be very, very buggy. Before we talk to Konzu, we are going to talk to Nakak right here, Nakak. This is the shop for the event. Talk to Nakak and do operational supply, right? Very easy, very simple. This is your standing level and everything for the event. Since I've ran the event before, ran it a little bit today, I have pre-farmed everything, right? And this is Nakak, terrifying looking eyes, looks into your soul. These are all of the event items you can get from the Nakak's offerings for this event. Plaguestar emblems, some crystals, Cetus Wisp, but the most important thing is pre-built Forma. You can get these Formas so easily, just running the event casually. Some people try to go for as many as possible, hundreds if not thousands, trying with min-max super OP builds, but hey, it is what it is. I wouldn't worry too much. You can go for a more min-max build or some of a less min-max build. It's definitely up to you. Just try to build high damage. We'll talk about build stuff before we run the event, and then we'll go over the event itself. But you can get good Sentinel mod, Pistol mod, Fulmination, Sacrifice if you need it. Grab it here quickly. Exodia Epidemic and Exodia Contagion, mainly Exodia Contagion, are the really good arcanes people like using with Zaws to get a ton of damage off. Butcher's Revelry for the Ghoul Saw, which you can also obtain in the clan, I believe. But the Plague Cripith, Boquin, Kiwar, and Aquin are really good Zaw parts, so you should probably grab a good chunk of those as well. Pick up and max the arcanes, grab the Zaw parts if you want. grab all the items, and then farm pre-built Forma. These are not blueprints, these are the Forma themselves. So purchase that, boom, for 5,000 credits and 3,000 standing each. Just got me some 3 Forma, so now I have 60 Forma, everybody. That's going to come in handy a ton if anyone's going to level any of the Tenant or the Kuva Lich weapons. And Infested Liches, in theory, are coming 2024, possibly, maybe with Warframe 1999, maybe after, maybe before, we have no idea. So we'll have to wait and see there. This is Konzu. You can fast travel, by the way, to Konzu as well as Nakak here if you want. Talk to your boy Konzu here, run the infestation if you want to hear him talk about everything. If not, you have the bounties here, scroll all the way down. You have tier 1 Plague Star. You'll run this if you do not have any Eidolon Phylaxis or Infested Catalyst. I should probably mention the Iridite, the Droctyl, and the Nissel pods required to build the Eidolon Phylaxis are all open world plane of Eidolon items. Nissel pods are at higher elevation. The Groctrol is in little containers in the enemy hideouts, and the Iridite is the red ore that's kind of just in little deposits around the open world. So keep that in mind if you need to farm that. You get more drops, more loot if you run a higher level bounty and or like Steel Path, so do that if you need. But these are the bounties. Easiest Plague Star, but you get very little amount of standing, as you can see up there, standing. You only get 1,000 standing, which just isn't a lot. But that's because you haven't mixed in the Eidolon Phylaxis and the Infested Catalyst. From there, you have the Plague Star Advanced, which base is 30-50 standing because you mix in Eidolon Phylaxis as well as Infested Catalyst, right? And then Steel Path is the hardest. It'll probably be a huge pain in the butt killing the Hemocyte, but it's definitely worth a try. I'm gonna experiment between running Steel Path and regular today with everyone a couple times, full group of 4, and we'll see what it ends up being faster for. But for this one, you get 3,650 standing, but it is Steel Path. They are higher level, and it's gonna be a huge pain in the butt. So what do people like running for this enemy boss setup? There's 4 missions, essentially. A drone mission, defense mission, you have to acquire an item mission, and there's also a boss. So what people like to do is equip speed and equip some armor shred. People like Necros, Titania, Wisp for speed, Volt for speed. People used to like running stuff like Loki as well as Nova for their buffs, as well as teleport the drone, but that can be a little buggy. You can't equip the Phylaxis and Catalyst anymore. You do not need to. You just need to build it, okay? That's all you need to do, and from there, okay, you'll be good to go. It's that easy. What people like to run for the builds generally, right? People like to run everything. Speed stuff, Wisp, Necros to armor strip, Titania damage, armor strip type stuff. There's a lot of builds you can do. For weapons, you want to shoot with a high fast damage attack speed weapon. The boss itself is armored, so maybe have corrosive, but if you have enough armor strip type warframes, you can definitely go with viral, right? For the Piranha Prime, I'm going to be running this and trying it out a bit. This is the build I've decided to run just for fun. Little double damage, double dipping right here. Or instead of Hornet Strike, you can definitely throw on something like Hammer Shot if you want to do more there, right? There's a lot of things you can swap around, but I'm going to use the Piranha Prime memeingly for corrosive and some heat damage, right? Interesting. Blast and corrosive works well, yeah, because they're armored as well. Yep. People can run stuff like Necros to armor strip, I think, and Titania, and then you can run like viral. There's a lot of things you can try to do and run, a lot of weapons you can try and run. I myself am going to try experimenting with Wisp to increase everyone's attack speed, as well as increase everyone's general, I should say, movement speed, right? Everyone should be able to get through the quest like real fast. Oh, it looks like my Twitch stream died for some reason. But hey, we'll have to see there. You never truly know what's going to happen. So this is the general build I like to run there. I ran my Exceltra last year, and this is the build I had there, just because it worked decently well. I ran it with a Mirage. Okay, so, you know, yeah, it looks like the Twitch stream died. Twitch itself died, but I'll try to restart the stream. Either way, I'm recording the video, so hey, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So this is the build I have there. Maxultra, Wisp Prime, just probably go for speed. I could have more speed, but this is what my current speed is at. So, yeah. The boss itself and the general missions of running the Plaguestar bounty. This is how it works. First mission, run to that point, run as fast as possible. All you really have to do is grab the item. That's all you do. Run to where the waypoint tells you, acquire the little mixing thing, the item, and then that's bounty 1. All you need to do, jump on your Arcwing, have a fast type Warframe setup, and you're good to go, okay? Nice. Second mission is a defense. All you have to do is stand around and defend the point. Also very easy, nothing you can really do to speed it up. Yeah, I should also mention the Necromech is OP. So that's how we kind of generally run that situation. When you hit the third mission in the bounty, that is when you can actually do stuff. It is a defense drone that you just kind of have to defend and walk along with. People have been saying that you can use speed stuff like Volt and Wisp to increase the drone's speed. People are saying that you can use Nova as well as Loki to teleport it farther, but keep in mind, these are very buggy missions and it can bug out at any time, right? Yeah, people are saying Wisp mode does work, so yeah. The teleporting is more prone to bug out. Sometimes you'll teleport the drone and it will just lose its AI and stop moving. So maybe use Wisp and Volt over Loki and a teleporting frame like Nova, right? Because you can switch spots with Loki and teleport with Nova and it can bug out. So maybe don't do that, but it's up to you, right? And that's essentially what you do with the drone. When you hit the fourth phase, it's also pretty simple. Kill all of the infested. You can use the Necromech to do insane damage in this phase, both to enemies and the Hemocyte. Kill the little infested, and then once that's all good, the boss will spawn up. The boss you'll have to kill like 4 times if you're running a full group with everyone who put in their Eidolon, Phylaxis, and your like Catalyst. So keep that in mind, but you'll have to kill the boss 4 times. Shoot its face when it opens up its face, and that's all you have to do. This this boss has damage attenuation, so it can be a little goofy. So like I was saying earlier, people like running Volt, Wisp for attack speed damage, Necros, Armor Strip stuff, Titania, I think Armor Strip and damage, so you might be able to Armor Strip this boss, but if not, you can use build with like maybe Blast Heat, right? Awesome Blast. You can maybe throw on some Corrosive. If you viral strip it with, or sorry, I should say armor strip it, you can use viral, maybe. So it's really up to you. You can Vastalock, right? Shattering impact type stuff. You can do whatever type of armor strip you try and want to use on the boss. Most will probably work, some might not, so do what you prefer and what you have builds for, but that's the general go-to. You don't need to armor strip it anyways for viral. You can still just run Corrosive, run Blast, try to kill it with the friggin', I should say Necromech, because the Necromech's insane. That's probably what I'll end up doing half the time anyways. And honestly, you can run either Steel Path or normal mode for optimal standing. Steel Path will be harder and might take some more time, so it might not be worth it for that extra 600 standing. But if you have a really good team, really good setup, then you're, you know, probably good to go. But if not, yeah, maybe just run normal mode. The lowest mode that you only get 1,000 standing for is not worth it to run. You definitely want to try tier 2, where you get at least 3,000 standing. So that is how you run Plaguestar. Let me know what everyone's build they're trying to use this run for is, or what builds they're using. Words are hard. I'm probably going to go with my Wisp. Last year I used Mirage to just deal a ton of damage all at once. You can try a ton of different, I would say, Warframes and weapons, but yeah, anything that shoots fast, does high damage, is probably good to go. So hope that helps. Sub, like, and check out all the socials as always. I'm going to continue farming up the boss and the general mission for the rest of the day, because, yeah, I have nothing better to do. So, yeah, Epic Games creator code Pupsker. I have a Pupsker Genshin YouTube channel, fun fact, and a lot of other stuff. So thank you. Everything's in the description.